This is getting really, like, deep. I really didn't expect this for this musical. I'm not gonna lie. This is tough. Give me a second. This is tough. This is tough. I'm just trying to keep it together here. Hello, my name is Nick Flip, and I am a composer and a vocalist and creator of Gilgamesh, the musical, which saga, the first saga, is going to be released to the Patreon. And if you are interested in what that's going to look like and sound like, get ready. Check out the Patreon. So, folks, we are on part number 4. Last part was really, really interesting. In fact, I'm recording this part right after that part. So yeah, I mean, I'm just all hyped up from that last part. So let's get right into it. If you're not a subscriber on the YouTube, check out that subscribe button. And if you are interested in supporting my content to help me be able to record more of these videos, check out my Patreon. There is a poll up on there. I don't know how long this video is going to take before Disney decides to let it air. But there's a poll on there. We're going to react to a whole nother sequence. I think Hades Town is currently winning. So if you are interested in voting for what is going to be done next or giving your suggestion what could be done in the future, make sure you check out that Patreon. All right, that's going to be me. Let's get into this video. We are taking it from this. I have no clue. I have not heard a single one of these songs, which to me is exciting because I was like, do I know these songs? I think I know some of these songs. That's kind of lame. I don't know anything so far. Like, I haven't heard this last one. I haven't heard Satisfied. I haven't heard any of these songs. So let's get into it. We've got whatever's next. I have no clue. I have no clue. I have to put part 1 and part 2 and part 3 on these. I don't know what's next. I got my coffee here. Stop. That's cool. I just like the minor sequence. Same key that we landed on. Whoa. What the heck? They're gonna get him.
Never seen the general so despondent.
Sorry, I thought they were pointing that at Hamilton. My brain just went. There's no snipers right now. Like, that thing takes like at least 30 seconds to reload. Sorry, I thought my camera died. One day we'll get a better camera. Sorry. What was I saying? I forget. Let's back up. Oh, this reminds me of the Scylla song from Epic the Musical. Like, it's very, very similar. Very, very similar. Give me some Evanescence. We got it.
I have taken over writing all as correspondent. Congress writes, George attacked the British forces. Rush it back. We have resorted to eating our horses. Local merchants deny us equipment, assistance.
Dude, it's James Bond! Oh my God, do you hear the background? I'm sorry, it's James Bond. It's the main menu theme from James Bond. Listen to the dum dum. You're gonna hear it pretty much. This is so good.
Local merchants deny us equipment, assistance. They only take British money. Sing a song of sixpence. Cavalry's not coming. But sir, Alex, listen. There's only one way for us to win this. Provoke outrage. Outright. That's right.
The staccato strings.
Remain relentless till their troops take flight. Make it impossible
this is so good.
To justify the cost of the fight. Outrun, outlast. Hit them quick, get out fast, and stay alive. This horror show is past. We're gonna fly a lot of flags half-mast. Raise a glass.
I go back to New York in my apprenticeship.
I ask for French aid.
Oh, you hear the offbeat piano?
I stay at work with Hamilton. We write essays against slavery, and every day's a test of our camaraderie and bravery.
So we cut supply lines, we steal.
Yeah, all right. This is how they did it.
We can choose our battles and places to take a stand. And every
Dude,
day,
it's so
sir,
good.
Trust me with the command. And every day, he dismisses me out of hand. Instead
Sad.
of me, he promotes Charles Lee, makes him second in command.
Charles Lee.
General, yeah, he's not the choice.
Why did they have to do that to Charles? I want to Google Charles now just to know, like, if there was an outstanding, like, personality quirk this guy had that they just had to do that to him. I just want to know, because I would hope in the history books it honors like all the people that fought and like led the revolution, but for this poor dude in this story,
dismisses me out of hand. Instead of me, he promotes Charles Lee, makes him second in command.
I'm a general.
yeah, so mean. Okay, that's probably why they roasted him. Oh my God.
I'm sorry, is this not your speed? Hamilton, ready, sir? And Lafayette take the lead.
Dude, they just done him so dirty. They just destroyed him in every history book, right? From the Revolution on, it's over for Senior Lee. That's tough, man. That's not his name, right? We, right? That's so sick with the dance moves, though.
Charles Lee was left behind without a pot to piss in. He started saying this to anybody who would listen.
Oh my gosh.
Washington cannot be left alone to his devices.
Okay, he's a traitor.
Decisive from crisis to crisis.
So he deserves to be roasted.
Revolution is turning. Go back to planting tobacco in Mount Vernon.
Okay, he sucks. I hate this guy now. Turned it around.
Let's move along.
Wrong words from Lee. Someone ought to hold him to it.
I can't disobey direct orders.
Then I'll do it.
Ooh.
Alexander, you're the closest friend I've got.
Sad.
Lawrence, do not
Throw away your shot. Okay. That's the first time we heard a vinyl scratch since the first 3 songs. Just saying. I made a note of like every single one, by the way, because they are so sick. But we heard one again. Is that this guy's theme? Like, what is the significance of a vinyl scratch? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. 10 duel commandments. These open fists. They're dueling.
Number 1, the challenge, demand satisfaction. If they apologize, no need for further action. Number 2, if they don't, grab a friend, that's your second.
The lieutenant, when there's reckoning to be reckoned.
Number 3,
Oh, they're actually dueling. Oh my gosh.
Negotiate a peace.
Is this real?
Negotiate a time and place.
This is commonplace, especially between recruits.
Most disputes die and no one shoots.
Number 4, if they don't.
Hold on. Is this actually how things were done? Is this real? Because this is insane to me. Like, am I learning history right now that there was like actual laws written that if you want to settle your disputes, you just need to follow these 10 small little things and then you could shoot each other? What? That's insane. I just can't believe it. This is real. Nothing so far has been wrong. Well, dramatized for sure, but like overtly factually, afactual. Haven't seen that yet. Wow.
Don't reach a peace, that's all right.
Sorry for this stupid cursor.
And the doctor on site.
You pay him in advance, you treat him with civility.
You have him turn around so he can have deniability.
I bet that's real. That's crazy. I just love how sorry, I'm stopping it. The background is extremely dissonant, even though it's like it all works. But when you have like harmonies like this, it's doing that, which is like, that's not, I mean, it's all fine. This sounds good. This sounds good. This sounds good. But when you put those together in order, that doesn't sound good. And they're doing that on purpose. And then they're coming back to that when it's like, the numbers are always what really hit super hard because everything else kind of sounds weird and dissonant. So let me show you that again because it's been happening this whole time.
Around so he can have deniability.
Like that sounds awesome, right? Listen to these harmonies. Weird, and now it's back.
For your next to kin, tell them where you've been. Pray that hella heaven lets you in.
It's so sick.
Ready for the moment of adrenaline. Win, finally face your opponent.
Does anyone else think it's a little funny that there's police sirens in the background? I just find
Last chance to negotiate. Send in your second, see if they can set the record straight.
Alexander,
Aaron Burr, sir.
we agree that duels are dumb and immature.
Sure, but
Sure.
your man has to answer for his words, Burr.
With his life, we both know that's absurd, sir.
Hang on, how many men died because Lee was inexperienced and ruinous?
Okay, so we're doing this.
Yeah, yeah, dang right.
I ain't no higher, summon all the courage you require, then count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Number 10, basic fire. Lee, do you yield?
You shot him in the side, yes he yields. I'm satisfied, we gotta clear the field.
Satisfied back.
Here comes the general.
Here comes the general again.
What's the meaning of this?
It's crazy how they add these themes back in.
Mr. Bird, get a medic for the general.
Yes, sir.
He got shot.
Never agree with me, but believe me, these young men don't speak for me. Thank you for your service.
Let's ride.
Hamilton.
That's not the Lee from the Confederacy. No, that can't be. That rhymed. Sorry about that. I'm watching too much Hamilton. Obviously, it's not. That was like 120 years. Thanks for the... Hey, Nick. What a great name, by the way. Thanks for the sub. Yeah, that was 100 years later. So probably it's not.
Sir,
But just interesting.
inside.
There it is again.
Son, don't call me son. This war is hard enough without
Let
any
him know.
fighting. Lee called you out. We called his bluff. You solve nothing. You aggravate our allies to the south. You're absolutely right. John should have shot him in the mouth. That would have shut him up. Son, I'm not your son. Watch your tone.
I love Hamilton. Mostly just because he's saying what I'm thinking. And I think much faster than the words I can say. Like, I don't know. I can't speak half the words I want to say in my brain. That's why half the time you might notice my reaction of me just going like this, which is like a thought. And then I just kind of just like, all right, I'm just going to keep watching it because I'm going to spend so much time saying it. But he just says everything he's thinking. And I love that. He's just, son, don't call me son. Like literally like that. I just love the way it's written.
You solve nothing. You aggravate our allies to the south. Absolutely right. John
Just love he
should have
just
shot him in the mouth.
regurgitates
That would have
brain.
shut him up. Son, I'm not your son. Watch your tone. I am not a maiden in need of defending.
I am wrong.
Thomas Conway, these men take your name and they rake it through the mud.
My name's been through a lot. I can take
Well, I don't have your name. I don't have your titles. I don't have your land. But if you gave me command of a battalion, a group
Yeah.
of men to lead, I could fly above my station after the war.
Or you could die, and we need you
I
alive.
am more than
Aw,
willing to
what a
die.
guy.
Your wife needs
Just
you
crazy.
alive. Son, I need you
Call me
alive.
son one more time.
Go home, Alexander. That's an order from your commander. Go home.
Wow. How heavy. The amount of silence. Just track the silence with how much buildup we've had over this entire like song. It's just building and building, and it builds to just nothing. And that's what makes the silence so potent. It's painful.
Go.
It's painful.
My station after the war.
Or you could die, and we need you alive.
Everything is here right now.
Your wife needs
Tension,
you alive. Son,
the
I
backtrack.
Need you
Call me
alive.
son one more time.
Go home, Alexander. That's an order from your commander.
Just one
Go
synth.
home.
Silence, one of my professors at my university I went to said that silence is the most impactful part of music. What a no truer statement in musicals. No truer statement. Aww. That's from Skylar's sister. Aww. More at stake. Aww. This is getting really, like, deep. I really didn't expect this for this musical. I'm not gonna lie.
Will you relish being a poor man's wife, unable to provide for your life?
I relish being your wife. Look around, look around.
This is tough. Give me a second. This is tough. This is tough. I'm just trying to keep it together here.
Look at where you started. The fact that you're alive is a miracle.
He's done a lot. I mean, he pretty much threatened someone's life. And then pretty much also got them shot. He's done a lot.
Shares a fraction of your smile.
Aww.
A fragment of your mind. Look outward, that would be.
This is so cute.
Don't pretend to know the challenges you are facing, the worlds you keep erasing and
True.
creating in your mind.
That's him, telling you.
I'm not afraid. I know who I married. As long as you come home at the end of the day,
This is just beautiful.
that would be enough.
And it's crazy because like this is someone who comes from wealth, who knows like the intricacies of having like what that entails, and for her this would be a lot. Like for her the wealth thing would be a loss. Like she would be losing that. Pretty much all she's known is wealth, but for her to say this to someone else, like her love, her love, and you just know that she means it, which is like really deep, because anyone could say this, right? This is an easy thing to say, especially with someone that you think is going to gain status. Like for him, he's obviously an important figure. And if she believes in his cause, like obviously she knows he's playing a very important role in that. And maybe she's attracted to that. But it's not just that. It's that she's literally invested in him as a person. And you could feel that difference with this song. The words are captivating. It would be easy to mess that line up. What is she attracted to? Is she attracted to the status, or is she attracted to the person? And it is clearly the latter, and that's what's so beautiful about this. And she's talking about their future and like her child and the reflection that he has on both of those things. And this is a beautiful song. Wow, especially what we've seen so far, like especially coming after this George Washington scene. Oh, again, coming from wealth to say that, just put it all in that light, and this is why it's so painful to me, because like I got that read quick, and now seeing this is just pain. It's just pain for someone to do this. It's wow, how far you'd have to get to, with romance and romantically, to feel these things towards someone else. What a beautiful, beautiful thing. And put it into words and music. Wow. That would be enough. Satisfied. Satisfied.
We don't need money. If I could grant you peace of mind, if you could let me inside your heart, oh, let me be a part of the narrative in the story they will write someday.
And this is where that line could be messed up here.
Be the first chapter where you decide to stay.
But she's saying, but again, she's bringing it back to that. Oh. Dang. Stop it, cello. Look at all this food. Sorry. Right back to the first song. Right back to the opening. Wow. Oh, guys, that one I need a minute. My goodness, that was beautiful. That was just beautiful. And it's hard because I didn't really have any emotional attachment to her as a character so far through the story. How do you just do that with like 4 characters right now? 4 characters, like literally Burr I had no attachment to, and then they actually established some backing for him with why he does what he does. And that was very motivating to me. And what was the other one? King George. I love that character now. I love that character. And even, I forget the name of the other sister. Like, her story is great too. Satisfied. That's a story. That's a great story. It's just these moments where people have time to shine through the narrative. Wow, I'm just like thinking about it for my musical. Like, how can I do this? Like, how can I take more time to flesh out thoughts? That's an important time. It's something you don't think about. Like, you never thought about this when you heard The Sound of Music. You thought about this when you saw Dear Evan Hansen. It's a lot of the actions that speak in older musicals, but this one, it's literally them speaking about their thoughts to communicate prior to their actions. It's just a different way to think about it. Really interesting. It's like a book.
How does a ragtag volunteer?
Third time we've heard this, by the way, to start a song.
Of a shower, somehow defeat a global superpower. How do we emerge
Wait, did we win?
victorious from the quagmire, leave the battlefield waving
Betsy Ross's flag higher. Just saying, I've been to the Betsy Ross house a couple times, and we also did a public performance there. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. I was a high school teacher for 9 years. So.
Yo, turns out we have a secret weapon, an immigrant. You know in love who's unafraid to step in. He's constantly confusing.
Now we like some.
The British henchman. Everyone give it up for America's favorite fighting Frenchman.
Lafayette! Go! Okay, are we building up Lafayette because we haven't had it? Everyone's like, Lafayette's my favorite character. Well, I haven't found any reason to think he's anyone's favorite character. Is this the reason? Are we about to get into the reason right now? This is gonna be good. I can't wait.
America's favorite fighting Frenchman.
Lafayette.
And so their balance shifts.
We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts.
We can end this war at Yorktown, cut them off at sea, but for this to succeed, there is someone else we need.
I know.
Stop real quick. I'm just gonna say, because Lafayette did have a rap earlier in the musical, and what made it really interesting for the rap was that he did a bunch of offbeat stuff. So we have like da da, and he liked to go da 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 da, like adding accent to different things. But right now we're really establishing a strong downbeat with the backtrack. I'm really hoping we see Lafayette burst into his character again with the offbeat stuff, because it's already setting up a very strong 1 3 1 3, which will make everything else sound really impactful.
He knows what to do in a trench, ingenuity, they're fluent in French.
There it is!
You're gonna have to use him eventually. What's he gonna do on the bench? I mean, no one has more resilience or matches my practice.
Oh, triplets!
You want to fight for your land back?
I need my right-hand man back.
Yes, get your right-hand man back. You know you gotta get your right-hand man back. I mean, you gotta put the button to the letter, but the sooner the better. Take it.
He's spurting!
Alexander Hamilton.
Oh.
Troops are waiting in the field for
The
you.
flat four.
If you
Oh, wait.
join us right
That's
now,
not bad. It is.
together we can turn the tide.
Ooh, he can sing.
Alexander Hamilton, I have soldiers that will yield. If we manage to get this right,
This is the second time we've seen this scene, too.
my early life, the world will never be the same.
Is this the closer? The first act? Oh! Wow.
I was younger than you are now.
I just have to say, that was disgusting. I thought the it did this like did this chord a diminished seventh. I think it was a fully diminished seventh, maybe it was a half diminished, but it had this Alexander, and you're like, ooh, that's nasty, but then it does this with it, Alexander, and then it became even more nasty when he went right in the middle of that chord and made it super dissonant. Wow, that was crazy. That was crazy.
When I was given my first.
Sorry, I'm back up to this. You can hear it.
I was younger than you are now. When I was given my first command, I led my men straight into a massacre.
He did, many times.
Witnessed their deaths firsthand.
We're painting George Washington's picture right now.
Mistake, and felt the
Strings,
shame
the weight.
rise in me. And even now I lie awake, knowing history has its eyes on me.
Whoa, the woes are back.
History has its
The reason I'm feeling this is because how flat he is, and we've talked about this in another epic song, where the singer is purposefully under the pitch, and that is to paint pain when you do it, instead of it being like, you know, like if I'm eyes, he's doing eyes on me, you know, it's a little bit under. Oh, listen to this. I know that hurts, but listen, he does it right here.
Even now I lie awake, knowing history has its eyes.
Oh! That's so painful. And the drums are back.
History has its
I believe it's the same chord structure as the first song.
Whoa. Let me tell
scratch.
you what I wish I'd known when I was young and dreamed of glory. You have no control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story?
Oh, what a great cut to a choir.
I know that greatness
So good.
lies in you, but remember from here on in, history has its eyes on you.
Whoa. Oh, I just can't help but sing along. It's so stinking good.
History has its eyes on you.
Oh! Before it was like, history has its eyes on you. And it was like this. It was like, eyes on you. Or like this, you. But this one, it changes the whole ending. It's so cool with the choir. Oh, listen to this. It was like, history has its eyes on you. And it is like really crunchy. Wow. That was my favorite ending to these songs so far. That's so cool. I'm a choir teacher. I am a sucker for good choir sounds. The amount of crunch in that was like, that's what I paid for. Right? Disney Plus, thank you. Here's your money. Thank you. Wow. I love choir sounds. This is so sick. Just because, once again, I started out this journey thinking, oh, this is going to be a rap show. I don't know. I'm just doing what my Patreon people want. And by the way, I will continue to do that. So whatever you vote for in this next one, I'm going to do that. Vote. But my God, this is so musically interesting. And now that we have all this picture of themes and ideas, it now all is starting to make sense, like in very, very tangible ways for me, which I was confused at the beginning, and now I'm just so invested. Just want to make sure there's no song. Okay, so we are going to wrap it after that one, but this is awesome. This is so awesome. Thank you all so much for watching. Patrons, if you are watching this on the Patreon, thank you so much for supporting my content. I really, really appreciate it. If you have any feedback, just let me know in the comments. Love to hear about it. In the Patreon, I'll get it immediately because this is going up live, and this is probably like at least 2 or maybe 3 weeks prior to the YouTube getting it because of copyright. I hate copyright. It stinks. I have to write paragraph every time, and it takes about a week and a half. So thank you all so much. I appreciate all of you so much. And if you're on the YouTube, thank you so much for the sub. I do appreciate that as well. I hope to see you in the next video. And until then, I will catch you all on the flip side. See you later. And a huge thank you to all of my patrons. All of you make this possible. I appreciate all the support.
The flip, the flop, the flippity flip, the flipsy T, Flippinator. You got the flip on the left, you got the flip on the right. That's a flip, man. The flip,